Yeah. Hi, welcome. My name is Daniel.
I'm BJ.
And this is Mugshots, the very first episode. Yes, you're hearing my voice. The microphone is on. It is recording.
We're professionals now.
It is a hot mic.
Tell the people where we're at.
We are at Himmelberg's in downtown San Diego, or the East Village. I'm not sure. We had this conversation
Corner
before.
10th and J, ballpark adjacent.
Yeah, I would consider it downtown. There's like parking structures and sky rises. We're next to a baseball stadium. I feel like that's downtown.
We come from the slums of Chula Vista, so we don't really get to get that downtown living
true.
much, you know.
And you know what? We were also talking a lot of shit about the team that plays at the baseball stadium.
How'd they do
Padres.
today?
Well, they lost, but they won. But they won yesterday, and they won the day before.
Hey, that's something.
Against the Cubs.
Well, a legendary team to beat.
Legendary. Not like the Padres, but one day, maybe.
One day. Yeah, you know, if they just get Tony Gwynn back, it'll be all right.
Yeah, just wake his ass up. Bring him back. Dig him up.
Zombie Tony Gwynn.
Throw his fucking bones onto the field at the 7th inning stretch. It'll be great.
Bring back Dave Winfield, too. Just bring back all the famous Padres and get rid of the no-names. That's what I say.
Get rid of the no-names.
If you just pump them full of steroids, you could reanimate a corpse.
We're rid of Urias and fucking...
I mean, they do it to, like, fucking Peyton Manning, don't they? Just inject that guy full of steroids, put him on the field. He's like 9,000 years old in
Dude,
sports
they just
world.
put him out every year.
Yeah, he's like 60, right?
And he's still fucking throwing.
I'm going to say he's 60 years old. You could fact check that.
Yeah, internet. We could do it too, but we're not going to do that. You can do it.
We don't have producers.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm really excited about this first episode, and I'm very excited for our game in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about it. I see I don't know if it's a prize or a punishment off screen.
It's a bit of both. How did you feel after your decoupers last time?
Decoupers. For those of you who don't know, last time the drinking challenge was me losing and having to drink a lot of little party shots of what are those, schnapps?
Schnei.
Party schnapp schnei. Party shot schnei.
That's how you pluralize schnapps, I think.
Yeah, and they didn't taste very good.
Oh, God. He's sucking it down. There it goes. Over the lips.
Tasted like mouthwash. One of them tasted like cough syrup.
I think you drank peaches, and then you drank peppermint.
I don't know how people drink cough syrup just like as a drink.
Necessity, baby.
Yeah, people get high off that.
We don't condone it, but it is fun.
I condone it. Get wild. Tell me how it is.
You heard it here first, folks.
Tell me how you do it. Give me any
cough syrup.
tips for how to get it down.
Technically, if you get in trouble, then all the rappers of ever need to get in trouble because they were like promoting drinking like promethazine, codeine, lean, right? Like
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, so
He always had a cup.
you can't get in trouble unless Lil Wayne goes down first.
I need to just numb myself. So if you can give me tips on that, people.
He's
audience,
also one
internet.
sick hombre, so he needs all the meds he can get. That's video game logic right there.
What the hell was that? Sorry. There's a ESPN, I think it's 30 for 30 was on in the background, and they just had a very racist cartoon that was like an infographic. That took me by surprise.
That's the beginning of sports, but we'll get into that some other time. I think that'd be a great subject for this racism in sports.
What's this drinking game? Do we want to do it?
Sure. The way the Mugshots podcast works, we say hello, then we get right in the nitty-gritty. So we're going to do that right now. The drinking game today, we're going to revisit one of our favorite subjects, the Netherlands. And this time, instead of shitting all over the Netherlands is going to shit all over us. Because what I've got here is a little trivia game. We're each going to use our cell phones to look up some facts about the Netherlands. We're going to give each other true or false questions. And as we play, if you get it correct, the other guy has to take a drink off of his drink. And if you get it wrong, you have to take a drink off of your drink. Okay. The first one to get 3 wrong has to chug their drink. All right?
I like the sound of this game.
And tonight, the stakes are drinking a White Claw. Because this is San Diego, and I wanted to drink these before they completely disappear. Because apparently, White Claw
is... There's a shortage.
It's like more rare than intelligence these days. So,
white girls, y'all got to chill out with the White Claw. Save it for me.
Yeah, and this podcast, MugPod, needs an official sponsor, and it's got to be these guys.
I have an insatiable thirst, and I need the claw.
And I'm a criminal, and there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. So I like that. I like the rough boy life.
This was voted best podcast run by criminals.
MugPod. All right, so I'm going to look up the first question. You just tell me true or false, okay? And
okay.
Before we do that, why don't you tell the people about the flavors of the White Claws we got here? Because we got 2 different ones.
Oh, yeah. Right here, I am going to be drinking the mango-flavored White Claw, arguably the most delicious of the White Claw family. And then BJ over here has the black cherry, another tasty treat, if I do have to say so myself.
All right,
What's the most important thing is neither of them are lime. That flavor is garbage.
I've got 30 interesting facts about the Netherlands, and I promise I'm not going to read them all. I'm going to read one. I'll
you read
pass
one,
you the
pass it
phone.
back.
You know, we'll be honest about
This
this.
is good. This is practical. This is efficient. I like it.
Are they or are they not Dutch?
Are they or are they not Dutch? No. False.
Take a drink of your White Claw, sir, because
Shit.
as I predicted, I thought was incorrect last time. Yeah. Netherlands means you're
How
Dutch.
big of a swill am I doing? I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah, we're not trying to make these last or nothing. Now, to be fair, these questions I looked up, they're not really questions, so you have to interpret as you go.
Ooh. Ooh, it's chilly.
Does it taste like mango?
They're not really questions. It does. It has a hint of mango in there.
Nice. I got black cherry because I live on the dark side.
Ooh.
I'm dark and broody.
Ooh.
So give me a true or false here. Let's see what we got.
ooh.
I'm going to just take a quick sip
True or
anyway just
false?
to lubricate the brain muscle.
True or false? The name of the Netherlands national anthem is Valhelmoet.
I'm going to say true because it sounds like you read that.
It's false. It's actually Wilhelmus.
Oh.
Wilhelmus,
You
oldest
sneaky
national
little devil.
anthem in the world. Ain't no laws, baby.
For the Netherlands.
I almost looked at that one.
Mine
That's a good
tastes
thing.
like bubbly NyQuil. Which I've always asked for as a child.
We were just talking about cough syrup.
All right, so let me see. You looked at that. Okay, true or false? Same-sex marriage is legal in the Netherlands.
Fuck. It should be legal. But I'm going to say true. I'm going to say it's legal.
You got it right. It's been legal in the Netherlands since 2001.
Drink up that mango.
Oh, I thought I'm drinking yours. I thought I was drinking mine. Okay.
Oh, are we? Is that not the rules? I thought we were drinking oh, yeah, whatever.
nah, you drink. I don't want to mix. Black cherry and mango doesn't sound like a good mix, although it's just White Claw. Yeah.
Just White Claw, please.
Okay, your turn. So yeah,
Ooh, I like the way you just
is
gently
supportive of the gays.
laid that on my leg.
I feel like we're learning so much this episode.
Oh, okay. The Netherlands has the highest English proficiency.
Obviously not this couch.
I was a liberal arts
You're not
major
Dutch.
before I dropped out of college in the world.
You're not a Nedhead.
I'm not a nethead.
Okay, so you said what? They have the highest.
They have the highest English proficiency.
Oh, fuck.
Highest English proficiency
goodness.
in the world. I don't know why I'm having
I'm gonna
such
stay
a hard time
positive
with
and
that.
say true because I think I said true on the last one. As well.
Shit. Yeah.
Time for you to drink it up.
That was
baby.
true.
All right, so we're each. I think we're 1-1. We got one false and one true each. By the way, there's only 30 facts. We can't go zooping through these.
Oh, I bounce back and forth.
Okay.
That was my method.
Since the 1850s, 1,000 windmills have fallen over in the Netherlands.
I'm going to go with way more than that. That's false.
Well, that is incorrect because
Son
there are
of a
over
bitch.
1,000 windmills still standing from 1850. They didn't give me anything about them falling over, so.
Nobody gives them shit about their windmills. Americans, we get shit about ours.
Because aren't our windmills so much as flying bird traps? And they don't look cool. Like, there's like the big fat ones. Like,
Yeah.
You can't judge the chubbies anymore. So
One time, I was canvassing for Greenpeace, and my shirt had a windmill on it. And this old man came up to me, and he's like, "Hey, you want to know what I would do to those windmills?" And I was just like, "Yeah, what would you do?" And he kind of like leaned in and whispered,
Kissed you in the mouth.
and he said, "I'd fucking tear him down."
I like that guy. He should be a guest on this podcast.
He's probably dead.
I really thought that story was going to end with a kiss, though. Like, you want to know what I would do with those windmills? Come here. Just a little smooch. Okay, it's your turn. I got to unlock the phone again.
Oh boy, yeah, I don't know your password.
I can unlock my phone with my eyes, but I look like a crazy person when I walk down the street going. All right, so you got one
okay.
more false answer before you chug all of your drink.
All right. The Netherlands produces around 6 million souvenir clogs each year.
That's true because they're the clogs.
All right. Well, guess I'm chugging this drink then.
I figured as soon as I knew they were Dutch. I know the Dutch people like them clogs. I didn't know that was the Netherlands, though. Oh, that was strike 3. Daniel loses. I win. So then, just for the audience's fact winning, here's 2 more facts about the Netherlands. An entire province is made from the land reclaimed from the sea. We took that shit back. Fact number 2.
From the sea.
Yeah, they got land back from the sea. They're like, give us this land.
The Great Sea War.
Yeah, they took on fucking Aquaman and
so many sharks lost. So many dolphins. The turtles, as we all know, sat that one out.
We took this land back from the sky.
Pussies.
That's what mountains are. That's science.
Yeah.
All right. Fact number 2, almost 80% of the world's flower bulbs come from the Netherlands. I didn't know what a flower bulb is.
What is that? Yeah, what's a flower bulb?
I think we're going to have to research that for our next podcast. I think this is going to be about us drinking and learning.
Yeah, I like it. Just traveling the world.
Flower bulbs.
Through our
it's like those big fucking like tulips. You put the bulb in the ground like an onion-looking thing, and then a flower comes out of it.
Okay, that's cool. I like it. Good idea, Nedhead.
But Neds, they know their clogs. They know their bulbs.
I'm never going to not call the people of Netherlands Nedheads. I like that. Good job, Daniel.
I think we're coming closer to an understanding with the land of the Netherlands, so we can do that.
How many clogs they produce a year?
6 million. How many windmills they have? Over 1,000.
That's how many clogs I produce each year on a toilet.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen you do work. Speaking of the truth, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. This is how we end the Mugshots podcast here with some drinking stories.
Ooh, yes.
We gave our audience of 3 people a chance to write in and give us some drinking stories, but they're too drunk to do that, so we're going to give you a couple of ours.
We had no bites.
For the next episode, feel free to write in your own embarrassing drinking stories. We'll tell them. You can write this email here.
Yes, it's going to be mugshotspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on social media at mugshotspod.
Or you can come to Himmelberg's right now. And,
there's going to be social media all over this screen right now. This is the part that I'm going to edit and just throw a bunch of shit.
Yeah, he's going to put a bunch of shit. Just there's going to be like shit flying around on the screen.
It's going to be a poop emoji just traveling through the screen.
That'd be cool. I'm down. I'm down for that. All right. So you want to start this off, or should I kick things off with the
what's your drinking story? What's your drinking story?
All right, so mine. And I think we have to put a disclaimer before we do this. We don't support excessive drinking unless you do it at home. So that's where this was. I was at home, and I had to go to Vegas
Only if
the next
you're an
day.
alcoholic.
Yeah, I was going to Vegas the day after Halloween, which is always a bad idea. And we decided that the theme of our Halloween was going to be Christmas. I wanted it to like turn my parents' front yard into a Santa Claus, like a mall Santa Claus kiosk, fake snow with a little like gingerbread house, like lights and everything, like make it look like that. What really ended up happening was me sitting in the dark because there was no lights. I didn't build anything. In the dark in the front yard with a lawn chair in a Santa Claus outfit, not even stuffed, like Tweaker Santa sitting in the front yard in the dark handing out candy. And that same day we had won a Jägermeister machine, the one where you put 3 bottles in it and it chills it as you pour it out. Right?
Ooh, yeah, and it's got the logo on it and everything,
so my neighbor
right?
and I don't know if he wants to be named in this or not, but we destroyed 3 bottles of Jägermeister, and I'm outside giving out candy to children and also eating the candy, and it.
What you always want to do after you chug Jägermeister, you want to interact with children. Yeah.
Pro tip. So, I was starting to put empty wrappers in the kids' bags, and my then girlfriend, now wife, was like, that's not cool. You can't do that. I was like, all right, Santa would not give that out. So I disappeared for a little while and came back, they said, because all this is just what people have told me. I came back with a bowl full of charcoal and decided all the children were naughty this year, and they were getting charcoal for Christmas. They're getting it for Halloween. So it was perfect because it was dark, so you couldn't see what I was putting in your bag. You just felt this really heavy blunk. So all the kids out there getting these like big candies, and I just wish I could see their faces later. Yeah, they're getting cold. I woke up in the morning and there was like coal all over my neighborhood. Like, I guess I was throwing it. I don't know. But yeah, that night I passed out in the front yard dressed as Santa Claus. Indy showed up with dressed as Jesus. So we had a Jesus Santa Claus fight in the street.
Oh, he would make a good Jesus.
And that was when he had long hair, so it was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, the moral of the story is don't drink heavily on Halloween and run out of candy. Unless you're me, because I'm awesome and I came up with a great plan.
That's pretty good. I think you should do that again this year.
I definitely want to make it a regular thing. But I have to pick different houses because if I do it in the same house, those charcoals are going through my window.
Just come do it at my parents' house. Just come sit. I'll tell them to take the night off.
You should be my elf.
Like, hey, I'd be a great elf.
Mug pod on the
Yeah.
lawn. Let's do it.
That's the next episode.
Halloween special edition.
Special edition episode shot on a front yard, dirt wall. Kids are trick or treating. We'll set the
Interviewing them,
camera up in the driveway.
Just don't look
Get
at
out of here.
Spray them with a hose.
That's a pretty good one. I don't believe I've ever heard that drinking story from you, actually.
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
regular one too, so I'm glad I got to give you a new one. You got one for me now?
Do I have one from you? When you brought up the costume, that reminded me of the time I went to a wedding. It was a couple friends' weddings. This was years ago, and I was drinking a lot because it was not an open bar, but they had free alcohol there. They basically had tubs of different beers. So I was drinking all day, as you do at a wedding. You get drunk at a wedding. At least that's what I do.
I did it in mine.
Even if I'm not getting married. And you're partying, you're dancing. At one point, I was like, I think I know someone here who brought a banana suit with them. So I went over to our good friend. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I do. As soon as you said banana suit.
Yeah, and I asked him if he had this banana suit. It's nighttime. Everybody's drunk. It's people dancing right now.
This wasn't the wedding that I was like briefly at, was it?
This was.
I think I saw you guys at a wedding once, like a few years ago. But I left. Me and my dad were there.
I'll cut this out.
No.
Okay, no. So different people. Yeah. So I went to. I asked him if he had this costume, and he did. So we went to his van in the middle of everything. I put on the banana costume, and then I went back and charged into the middle of the dance floor, full banana costume at a wedding that wasn't mine.
Nothing underneath.
And started dancing. No. I had like pants on and everything. I danced a full, and then went back, took it off. A few of us went to a casino that night afterwards. We all ended up staying in a hotel room in a casino. I had to call out the next day at work. I had to wake up and be like, hey, I went to a wedding yesterday, got real drunk, and I woke up in a casino. So
That's why you're the host of a drinking podcast.
So yeah, that's the one I got.
Cheers to that. That's a great
Hold on,
drinking
let me
story.
grab my
And,
second drink.
If you guys have any drinking stories that can beat either of those, or maybe even compete, send them in. And if we think you're crazy, we'll send you a kiss. Just like that. So if you guys like this, make sure to check it out, subscribe. Go to Daniel's podcast. Daniel doesn't.
Oh, I do have a solo podcast called Daniel Doesn't.
Make sure
it's
to
on
check that
iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all that stuff. And you can follow me on Instagram at Danny Warbucks.
You can follow me at InstaBeej. You find out what I do there. I want to be a mystery man, so you got to go to my Instagram to figure out what I do.
I like it. He's about to play a set right now. I'm going to go check that out.
We'll see you later, Internet. You keep drinking.
Peace.